So does using a mortgage broker speed up the process for buying a house? Let's find out. So at Boon Brokers, we'll try to book you in within 2 working days from the point that you inquire. But how quickly we can advise you will depend on how quickly you can do a fact find for us. When you speak to one of our brokers, they'll set you up on your own client portal on our website. It's then up to you to complete the fact find. When that's done, your broker can assess your full financial situation, book you in for a consultation, and advise you properly according to your circumstances. So this will depend on the efficiency from a few different parties. Obviously, firstly, the broker themselves. How efficiently are they reviewing your documentation, making sure your fact find is accurate, and submitting it properly and well packaged to the lender. The broker efficiency is super important, but also the efficiency of your actual lender that you're applying for is super important as well. Every lender is different in terms of their turnaround times. Some can take a few days to assess your application, others can take 20 days plus. It really does differ from lender to lender, and also it depends on how the economy is doing as well. If lenders are receiving a lot of business, you should expect longer turnaround times, but if they're trying to compete for business, then they're probably going to be far quicker. And lastly, the efficiency of your surveyor, who's actually instructed normally by the lender to go and see your property once the mortgage application is submitted. The surveyor, sometimes it can be an automated valuation, but often it is a physical surveyor that will go and see the security property. Now this can take a few days to book in. As I say, the lender will do this on your behalf, so you don't need to worry, and normally the lender will pay for it as well. It can take a few days or it can take multiple weeks. So depending on the efficiency of these 3 parties, your broker, the lender, and the surveyor, that will dictate how quickly you can get a mortgage approved. But on average, for us at Boon Brokers, as long as everything is working smoothly, it's normally around 10 working days to get a mortgage offer from the point of application. So if you use a mortgage broker who's experienced in the market, like Boon Brokers, to arrange your application, then we should be far quicker than if you were to go to see a lender directly to get the mortgage application done yourself. At Boon Brokers, all of our mortgage brokers are qualified and they're well trained in all the different lender criteria, so they understand exactly what's needed from the very start of the process. This means that when we advise you, we can get a fact find from you, we can ask for all the correct documentation that we know a lender is going to request at the very get-go, and then when we submit the application at that point, we know it should be perfectly packaged, which means it shouldn't delay your mortgage application from being offered. Whereas if you decide to go to a lender directly yourself, it's between yourself and the lender to sort out all the documentation, make sure the application's correct, make sure you've chosen the correct product. It's a lot of stress and a lot of admin that you really don't need to do. Especially if you use a fee-free mortgage broker like Boon Brokers, there's no cost involved, so let us take the home buying stress away from you. So a mortgage broker can't directly speed up your conveyancing because obviously your conveyancer, the solicitor, will be in charge of that process. However, a mortgage broker can help the solicitor get as prepared as possible to ensure a smooth conveyancing process. At Boon Brokers, we offer a package called the Convenience Package, which effectively means that your broker will be by your side, not just until the mortgage offer is issued, but up until completion. So we can help your conveyancer process everything smoothly, and if they need anything from us, we're happy to help. Yes, some mortgage brokers will be faster than others, and it depends on a few factors. At Boon Brokers, we're an online mortgage brokerage, and we've invested heavily in automated systems to ensure that you're updated throughout the whole process. But also, those systems help our staff internally process your case, so they can quickly check criteria, quickly process the case, verify documentation. All of these different systems we've invested in to make sure they're as efficient as possible. Whereas perhaps a broker who works on a more manual basis, seeing clients face to face, perhaps operating with paper files, they're likely to be far slower than an online broker who's invested significantly in technology. So using a mortgage broker makes the biggest difference in situations where A, you're a first-time buyer and you've got no experience of the mortgage or property market, or B, you've got a very complicated case. Now, if you're a first-time buyer, it's really helpful having a mortgage broker there to guide you through the whole process, go through your affordability, lender criteria, And when they complete a full consultation for you, like one of our brokers at Boon Brokers, we'll give you personalised advice for your exact circumstances. And this can really take all the stress out of the home buying process for you. And if you've got a complicated case, if you don't use a mortgage broker, you risk having your mortgage application declined when you actually submit the case. Because if it's complicated, there's going to be quite a few different sections that need to be done properly on your application. And if it's not done properly, the lender might ultimately decline it, causing you wasted time and money. So I'd use a broker in both of those circumstances. Thank you for watching this video on the process for buying a house in the UK. If you'd like to learn more, read the blog below, or also download our PDF guide on the process. If you'd like to submit an inquiry and receive a call back from one of our brokers, go to the boonbrokers.co.uk website. We'd be more than happy to help you.